So if you are looking for a big lot, maybe a custom home, somewhere to park your RV, a boat, or maybe your toys, well, today's video is going to be all about that in the North Peoria area. So I'm going to go ahead and do a video where I'm showing you different lots that are all over 15,000, 18,000 square foot, half acres, acres, and multiple acres, and a varying price range. So stay tuned for the video if you're interested in a lot that is larger than just your average tract home. Hi, I'm Kelley Norton, your AZ Realty lady at EXP Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate. Okay, so today I'm out in North Peoria. What is North Peoria? Most people consider the North Peoria area of the valley to be north of the Loop 101, and we are over to the east side of where the Loop 303 curves. So we will go ahead and put a map on screen for you so you can get a feel of where exactly we are. Now, the North Peoria area is pretty popular because it has the Lake Pleasant nearby. So a lot of folks want to have a place to park their boat. They want a place to park an RV. Camping is really popular out here in Arizona because we have amazing weather. And being able to go out in the desert, ride a side-by-side, ride a quad, and just explore the Arizona, I call it the Arizona outback, the Arizona desert, but whatever your fancy is, whatever you want to call it. If you want to go and enjoy our trails and our desert, hey, this area, super, super popular for that. So in part of the video, you can probably see some mountain ranges behind me. The big mountain that probably was more visible during the intro of this video was Sunrise Mountain. So Sunrise Mountain and West Wing Mountain are your larger mountain range areas that are in this North Peoria location. There's mountain biking and hiking in this area. There's also a park where you can park and then go hike from there. So you want to park your RV? You want to park your boat? Today, I'm going to be walking you through some of these communities. Now, this one here is at 83rd Avenue and Happy Valley. So this area is right tucked in between those mountain areas, the Sunrise Mountain and West Wing Mountain. And you might hear some dogs barking. They're upset that we're in front of their yard, but they're doing their job, so that's okay. So these homes here in this community are sitting on about an 18,000, 20,000 square foot lot. So roughly half acre. Now, there is an HOA here. So in this community, some people will have RV garages where they're parking some of those toys. And in other areas, you don't have an HOA. So you can park whatever the heck you want and nobody's going to say anything about it. So again, this community does have HOA, so you'll notice a lot of people have the RV garage to put that boat in or to put that RV in. So it does give you that flexibility if you want to park it here. But having an exposed boat or RV in this particular community is not going to work. But there are some where you can, so I'll go ahead and take you over to another community where you can just park it right on your lot and nobody is gonna yell at you. So again, 83rd Avenue and Happy Valley, if you want one of these big lots and these gorgeous homes, you're going to be sitting around $1 million for these homes here. But if you have a different budget, don't worry. I do have some other homes in this area that are going to be more in that $700 to $900 range. If you're looking for something a little less expensive, stay tuned towards the end of the video. I will give you some solutions for that as well. So maybe you're looking for something a little bit more exclusive, a little bit more private, then I would recommend a community like Eagle Canyon. This is also at 83rd Avenue and Happy Valley. Now, this community is a gated community and lots sit around 18,000 to 20,000 square foot again. A lot of them have RV garages and some that don't still park an RV on the property. And guys, there is an HOA, but hey, they know it's an RV gate community. Almost every home has an RV gate. They do allow you to park your toys. So even if your RV is visible, it's okay in this community. Now you might be wondering, okay, well, what's the HOA fee gonna cost me here? It's only $4.80 a quarter. So it's the gate, right? I mean, it doesn't have a community pool or anything else, but when you have fewer homes and then you add something like a gate around the community And in the access points, there's a cost to that. So smaller community, you're dividing that cost. So it is going to be, you know, over $100 per month for that. So $480 a quarter. So most of the homes in this community were built in the early 2000s, and these are custom homes out here. So you can have gorgeous trees like what you see behind me. You can do grass, you can do rock, you can do just basic or really elaborate landscape. But having that little layer of that HOA will help keep your neighbor from painting pink polka dots. So there is definitely a benefit to making sure that there's a little HOA just to kind of keep everybody in line. But hey, you can still park your toys. Now, the other thing here is, what is it going to cost to live in a neighborhood like this? So recently, in the last few months, there was a sale in here about 2,800 square feet, and it was a 4-bedroom and a den, and that home sold just over $1 million. On Happy Valley, approximately 93rd Avenue, and you can see a little bit of a different terrain over here. We have rolling hills in this area, and this community goes from Happy Valley and then goes over all the way kind of towards Lake Pleasant, Jomax. Those roads kind of curve. So this area, acre and more. So some of the homes in here sit on 2.5 to 5 acres. I think there's one in here that has 10 acres. And what's nice is that these rolling foothills that we're on here, this is the foothills of the Sunrise Mountain Range. And so Sunrise Mountain is where you have hiking, you have mountain biking. It's not a super tough trail, but it's great because it can be as long as you want it to be. So you can access those trails right near West Wing Mountain Elementary School. There's actually a big park there, and the trails kind of start right there. You can park your car and then catch the trails and go up. So that ends up being right over here. So right now, Sunrise Mountain is to the west of where I am, but the parking lot and everything is actually just sitting just north of Sunrise Mountain.
So this listing that sold here was on 1.13 acres, 2630 square feet, 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, with also 2 flex spaces, built in 1992. This one did have a pool and fully landscaped. Plus, there was a really amazing event space that they had. It looks like they had converted their multiple garage space and had that maybe as an event venue. So very unique property, and that's really what you can expect out here. This one sold for $1,124,995. Okay, same area here, except this home was on 2.481 acres. Much bigger home, 3,839 square feet, built in 1997. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths with a den. A lot of natural landscape, but doesn't have near as much of the additional outdoor space that the other home had. This one sold for $1,350,000.
Most part, the homes out here are going to put you $1 million plus range. Some of them are even $2 million. But you might get lucky and find one that might be an older property that's sitting on just about an acre, and you might be able to pick those up in that 800 to 900 range. It really just depends on the property. You know, the newer it is, the more modern it is, the bigger lot that it has, and if it has a pool, a spa, elaborate landscaping, it's going to be more expensive. So definitely keep that in mind. Also, if it has the RV garage, if it has a sports court in the backyard, which you'll see a lot of them out here. There's some that have putting greens, some of them have batting cages. So the more it has, the higher your budget's going to need to be. Because you are kind of nestled into the desert, you may be on a septic out in this community. Now, some also may be on well, so that's something to be aware of.
If you're looking for your own acreage to build your own home on, in the 85383 North Peoria zip code, you'll be looking at the least expensive being $160,000, going all the way up to $800,000, just depending if you want a half acre or if you would like 1 or 2 acres. All right, so we have a couple of properties here that are going to be a bit more affordable. So we're going to hang around that 600 to 700,000 range. The first one here is 2371 square feet, and it's located near 91st Avenue and Pinnacle Peak. So still in the North Peoria 85383 zip code. But this one's $625,000. So you're going to get 4 bedrooms and 2 baths with this property, 2371 square foot. It was built in 1985, and it sits on a 16,185 square foot lot. And there is no HOA here. So you have an RV gate, you can park what you want. And again, this was a home that sold at the end of 2023. Now, this home here did have a private water company and a septic tank. This next home that sold is definitely a property for someone that's looking for the acreage. So the home itself was 1854 square feet and had a 400 square foot guest house. The home itself was a little bit older, a little bit outdated, built in 1976. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths plus a den. And this one did sit on just about an acre, 0.93 acres, and this one sold for $655,000. The next home that we're bringing to you here was at about 83rd Avenue and Pinnacle Peak. This one built in 1984, and it was a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,066 square feet. This one was on 1.028 acres. No HOA again, so you definitely have the freedom in this area to park whatever you would like on your lot. This one sold for $725,000. Again, in this area, you do have a private water company access, and there's a septic that is in. This particular area is a county island. On the county island, because you are not annexed into the city, you do have to pay for your own fire services and emergency services.
Thank you so much for watching the video today. If you're interested in a property that has acreage, maybe you don't want to be in the North Peoria area, maybe it's outside of your budget. There are other areas that do have acreage, RV garages, places to park your boats. places to park your quads and side-by-sides. So just feel free to reach out. Calling or texting is the best way to reach us. And again, I'm Kelley Norton, the AZ Realty lady and the owner of the Arizona Living Group. My team and I are happy to help you in any way that we can. Thank you so much for watching. And if you wouldn't mind, subscribe to the channel and click that little bell. That way you're notified when we put up new videos. Take care. Have a great day.